late night, opposite of play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light, and you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hitting them. They hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh, tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, gone. Right side complete to Butler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Out of the gun, gone. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run the option right here on first down. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now it's Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long here for Rosen. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And bulldozing his way through. Touchdown, Cardinals! In for the score. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Goff. Steps away. The throw underneath for Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, 76! Cut! 180!
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Al, here we go.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a Cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Rosen will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Rosen, and the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Dumps it off to Gurley. And now running right through it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Goff again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. 3rd down here.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Goff. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. LaShawn Sims with the INT, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Rosen to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now Rosen looking to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, here's Rosen. This will be caught inside the 10. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Set. 319.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
12, 12, 12, 12. Check 52 to the right. Check 52 to the right.
To throw on second down is gone. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here goes it on. 180.
On second down, here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Here we go. Green.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Crawford. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And the Cardinals are in for 6. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on third down, Goff. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's caught. Nelson. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Goff now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the air. Goff on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Again, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Good move by Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Rosen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. from the shotgun. It's Rosen. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Goff on first down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
All right, here we go.
Now Rosen on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down. Gone. And he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Gurley again here on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Budda Baker with a pick. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun. Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
2 for 66. Here we go, fellas.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Rosen. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body. Guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Josh Rosen 0 for 2 as a UCLA Bruin on this field. Never could beat USC, but he's got the lead here, and he's got a first down. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Set.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Goff on 1st down. They'll find Everett there complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Rams on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Goff now looks to throw. And it is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. LaMarcus Joyner in there to get him for a loss of 5. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. On 3rd down, Rosen. And some room to maneuver. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's gone. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Throwing again is Goff. Right side complete to Butler. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Goff, the quick slant caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire...
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this case is do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was